unfortunately, we have someone that is occupying the White House. And as far as I'm concerned, he is an enemy to the United States. He swore an oath just like the rest of us. But right now, when you are literally putting us at risk, all because of what? Because you want to convince your followers that you should be a dictator too, that you should never leave the White House because you don't believe that elections should take place. I don't really understand what is going on, and I don't know what it's going to take to get people to wake up.
Oh, we're wide awake, and we know exactly what's going on. That enemy of the United States, as she refers to him as, is our duly elected president. But for whatever reason, these lefties are still having a hard time coming to grips with that fact. They'd rather Trump, Elon, and Doge leave all the people that have been stealing our money alone instead of holding them accountable. I wonder why that might be. I'll let you take a wild guess, but old ghetto Jasmine Crockett crap sure loves to hear herself speak, don't she? Nothing like going on MSDNC to chin boogie a divisive rhetoric that's based on delusions instead of, doing her job as a United States representative, which is supposed to be to uplift and prioritize America. Not exactly sure what she did to get that role, maybe some sort of Kamala action going on, but she most definitely does not serve or speak on behalf of us common sense Americans' best interests. But keep praying that voters get her butt up out of there sooner rather than later and elect someone like this gentleman right here, Mr. Sheldon Daniels. This brother knows what's up. Let's get it poppin'.
So Crash Out just called the president of the United States an enemy to this country. Why? Because he did what any strong leader would do. He demanded respect for the office and for the American people. So let's get one thing straight. President Trump didn't kick out Zelensky just to make a scene. He set a precedent. If you come to our house, our White House, you don't show up with demands. You show up with diplomacy. No more blank checks. No more begging. No more business as usual where American taxpayers foot the bill while foreign leaders call all the shots. The fact that Jasmine Crash Out Crockett is more offended by this than she is by billions of our tax dollars disappearing overseas tells you everything that you need to know about her priorities. She's not standing up for TX30. She's standing up for that same corrupt globalist agenda that's been draining this country and these people dry. If I were in Congress today, here's what I'd be focused on. Getting answers on where our money is going, demanding accountability, and making sure that American interests come first every single time. This is the time for nationalism. Jasmine would rather virtue signal on Twitter than actually do her job. She'd rather go on TV and talk than do her job. So no, our president is not an enemy to the country. The real threat is weak leadership, reckless spending, politicians that put foreign governments like Mexico, Canada, Ukraine ahead of the interest of the American people. TX30 deserves better. America deserves better. Let's bring some common sense to Washington in 2026. I'm Sheldon Daniels. I'm the candidate who's going to take Jasmine Crockett out of Congress and send her back to the beauty salon where she belongs. Jasmine Crockett is for they, them. Sheldon Daniels is for you.
I think at this point, this is bigger than Zelensky. This is bigger than the Ukraine and Putin and all this other stuff. We are starting to see now that the Democratic Party has done such a great job in brainwashing a segment of the U.S. population. The last 4 years, they have brainwashed a segment of the population to hate everything Donald Trump, to hate everything pro-America, to hate everything patriotic, to hate everything that makes sense. The Democratic Party have stood for everything counterproductive to the country, counterproductive to our development. No matter what, if Trump was behind it, they hated it. And they taught you to hate it as well. At this point, I believe that if Trump could cure cancer, the Democratic Party will stand beside cancer. You'll see a bunch of women with blue hair and bald heads and men with Pearsons and shit standing up, fighting for cancer, just because Donald Trump could cure it. It's crazy. Unfortunately, this is the sad reality of our country. And if someone speaks up about it, like myself, God forbid me being black. Oh, I'm a Sambo, I'm a this, it's just ridiculous. Forget the fact of me being just a patriotic American who hate to see our country go to shit. I'm gonna be everything in the book. But to be honest with you, I really don't give a f. Call me what you want, but you can't call me a f***ing liberal.
You remember how people were mad and how the people in Western North Carolina were suffering, but Zelensky flew in and got $80 billion. So, for all of you who are upset, let me be the first, being I'm from North Carolina, black Trump supporter, we don't give a damn about you being mad yesterday. We're still pissed off from October. What we saw yesterday was how we felt since October when Hurricane Helena flooded Western North Carolina, killed people, and all we got was a $750 check. That's all he got. And then we found out that if you had a Trump sign in front of your house, FEMA skipped over you. We ain't forgot that either. See, that happened in Florida. We ain't forgot that.
Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, ring that notification bell so you get notified anytime I post a new video. If you like what I'm doing over here and you want to show a little extra love and support, make sure you go check out our website down below in the description section. That way you can get all the awesome shirts and hoodies you see me wearing in every single video, as well as some pretty sweet tumblers and cups. They're all made by my smoking hot wife with tons of different designs to choose from. I like my clothes baggy in the winter, so you got a little extra room to move and groove. That's just what feels gooder than chicken to me, but we got all different sizes ranging from itty bitty extra small to big and hefty 5X, a bunch of colors. I guarantee we got something that you'll like, or at least a great gift for someone that you love. Outside of that, you can always show support by buying me a coffee, joining the Patreon community. You can become a member of the Gibson family here on YouTube by tapping that join button. All those links are always down below in the description section. By no means do you have to do any of that. Just showing up and watching my freckle face on your screens for a few minutes, I am greatly appreciative. I love y'all, and I cannot thank you enough for rocking with me throughout the years. I think I posted my first video on this channel 7-8 years ago, and you have literally changed my life, my family's life for the better. I just can't put into context how grateful I am for y'all. And I know we get into some tangents and some long rants sometimes, and I get fired up. That's how I like it, and that's how y'all seem to like it as well. But just thank you from the bottom of my heart. But until next time, I'll be praying for you. Godspeed. I'm gone.